Hey, let's tone it down out there. Bandeyam Shri Guru Shri Yatha Parakamlam Shri Guru Nish Shri Guru Nish Bandeyam Shri Guru Shri Yatha Parakamlam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagunaragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadukta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitam Sya Om Agyana Timarandasya Gyanajana Shalakya Chakshurun Milidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Guraganara Sisha Sambhushidam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govindabhidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhakyan Vitam Sundaram Bande Vishwaguruncha Divyad Bhagavad Premnavi Bija Pranam Devam Divyatanum Suchandavaranam Balarka Shelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranam Vairagya Vidyampurim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Banditam Shubharam Madekasharanam Nashishvara Sridharam Manshakopatarubyasya Kripasindubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gorata Vishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila, Chapter 9, Lord Chaitanya's travels to the holy places. So this is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he's spending Chaturmasya. Let's see. And Rangasetra, let's see. And he's relating with Vyankatabhata, who's there. Mahaprabhu's going to be there the whole period of Chaturmasya. 4 months, and he's in the temple of Ranganath, okay? Okay. Text 109. Sri Vaishnava Bhatta Sebe Lakshmi Narayan Tarabhakti Deki Prabhu Tushtahoilaman. Being a Vaishnava in the Ramanuja Sampradaya, Vyankatabhata worshipped the deities of Lakshmi and Narayan. Seeing his pure devotion, Mahaprabhu was very satisfied. Nirantaratara Sange Hoila Sakyabab Hasya Parihase Duhe Sakyarap Swabab. Constantly associating with each other, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Vyankatabhata gradually developed a friendly relationship. Indeed, sometimes they laughed and joked together. So it says the relationship developed of sakyabhav, of friendship, you know. Prabhu Kohe Bhatta Tomar Lakshmi Thakurani Kantabaka Stita Patibrata Shiromani. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told the Bhattacharya, your worshipable goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, always remains on the chest of Narayan, and she is certainly the most chaste woman in the creation. Amar Thakur Krishna Gopa Charak Sadvi Hoyakene Chahe Tahara Sangama. However, my Lord is Sri Krishna, cowherd boy, who is engaged in tending cows. Why is it Lakshmi, being such a chaste wife, wants to associate with my Lord? Elages Shuka Boga Charit Shirakal Brata Niyama Kori Tapa Korila Apar. Just to associate with Krishna, Lakshmi abandoned all happiness in Vaikuntha and for a long time accepted vows and regulative principles and performed unlimited austerities because she wanted to associate with Krishna because she's very chaste. And why And Krishna, he's a cowherd boy. And she's the chaste wife of Narayan. Why is she undergoing so many austerities to associate with Krishna? Kashanu bhavosha nadeva vidmahe tabangri renu sparashadikara yadvanshaya shrir lalanacharatapol vihaya kaman suchiram dritavrata. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, O Lord, O Lord, we do not know how the serpent Kaliya attained such an opportunity to be touched by the dust of your lotus feet. Even the goddess of fortune, for this end, performed austerities for centuries, giving up all other desires and observing austere vows. And we do not know how the serpent Kaliya got such an opportunity. This verse from Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken by the wives of the Kaliya serpent. And what they're revealing is Krishna danced on the hoods of their husband, the Kaliya snake, and they're the Nagapatnis, the snake wives, they're all amazed that this Kaliya could get such mercy. But they also mention that the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, she underwent austerities for so many centuries, But this serpent, apparently without any austerities or anything, he's just causing trouble. He got Krishna's mercy in the form of him dancing on his heads with his lotus feet, with Krishna's lotus feet. Bhatta kohe Krishna Narayan Ekai Swarup Krishneti Adhika Lila Vaidagyari Rup. Venkatapata then said, Lord Krishna and Lord Narayan are one and the same, but the pastimes of Krishna are more relishable due to their sportive nature. Tarasparshen nahi jai pativrata dharma kotuke lakmi shahen krishnara sangama. Since Krishna and Narayan are the same personality, Lakshmi's association with Krishna does not break her vow of austerity. Rather, it was in great fun that the goddess of fortune wanted to associate with Lord Krishna. This is the answer to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's question, and from this we can understand that Venkatabhatta knew the truth. He told Mahaprabhu that Narayan is a form of Krishna associated with transcendental opulence. Although Krishna is two-armed and Narayan four-armed, there is no difference in the person. They're one and the same. Narayan is as beautiful as Krishna, but Krishna's pastimes are more sportive. It is not that the sportive pastimes of Krishna make him different from Narayan. Lakshmi's desiring to associate with Krishna was perfectly natural. In other words, it is understandable that a chaste woman wants to associate with her husband in all his different dresses. Therefore, one should not criticize Lakshmi for wanting to associate with Krishna. Well, okay, so we accept all this, but at the same time, Krishna's nature and Narayan's nature, obviously Krishna is engaged in more, frolicking and sporting activities, but at the same time, Krishna's nature is not in that mood of Aishwarya Gyan. It's not, the association with him is not in awe and reverence. Krishna's friends and Krishna's lovers, they're not in the mood of awe and reverence, which is the predominating mood of Vaikuntha. But here we see that Venkatabhatta is very defensive. He's very defensive. No, this doesn't make Lakshmi unchaste, the fact that she wants to associate with Krishna, because Krishna is non-different from Narayan, so that doesn't mean she's unchaste. There's a little bit of, defensive nature there in his answer. Siddhan tatastva bedepi Shrisha Krishna Swarupayo Rasenod Krishyate Krishna Rupam Esha Rusha Stita. Venkatabhatta continued, according to transcendental realization, there is no difference between the form of Narayan and Krishna. Yet in Krishna there is a special attraction. due to the conjugal mellow, and consequently he surpasses Narayan. This is the conclusion of transcendental mellows. Krishna Sange Pativrata Dharma Nahinash Adhika Labha Paye Ara Rasabilas. The goddess of fortune considered that her vow of chastity would not be damaged by her relationship with Krishna. Rather, by associating with Krishna, she could enjoy the benefit of the rasa dance. Okay. Vinodini Lakmir Hoy Krishna Abhilas Ihate Ki Dosha Kene Khora Parihas. Venkatabhata further explained, Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, is also an enjoyer of transcendental happiness or bliss. Therefore, if she wanted to enjoy herself with Krishna, what fault is there? Why are you joking so about this? See, why are you joking so about it? You can see he's very defensive about this point. Can you turn on the light, please? Prabhu kohe dosha nahi iha amijani rasana paila lakmi shastra iha shuni. Mahaprabhu replied, I know that there is no fault on the part of the goddess of fortune, but still she could not enter into the rasa dance. We hear this from the revealed scriptures. So Mahaprabhu says, I know that there is no fault on the part of the goddess of fortune, but still she could not enter into the rasa dance. We hear this from the revealed scriptures. Nayam Shriyonga Unitanta Rate Prasada Svaryoshitam Nalina Ganda Rucham Kutonya Rasotsavesha Bujadanda Grihita Kanta Labda Shisham Yad Uragad Raja Sundarinam. When Krishna was dancing with the gopis in the Rasa-lila, the gopis were embraced around the neck by the Lord's arms. This favor was never bestowed upon the goddess of fortune or the other consorts in the spiritual world. Nor was such a thing ever imagined by the most beautiful girls in the heavenly planets, girls whose bodily luster and aroma exactly resemble the beauty and fragrance of lotus flowers. And what to speak of worldly women who may be very, very beautiful according to material estimation. So it says there, the favor that the gopis had dancing with Krishna and with Krishna embracing them, that was never obtained by Lakshmi, nor anyone in the heavenly planets, nor and what to speak of the most beautiful women of the mundane plane. No one got that entrance, and it specifically mentions Lakshmi. So Krishna is joking with Venkatabhata, and he said, why didn't your Lakshmi, you worship Lakshmi Narayan. Now Lakshmi is very chaste, no doubt, but she underwent centuries of austerities to associate with Krishna. Then Venkatabhata says, but Krishna and Narayan are non-different. So this doesn't mean there's anything wrong on her part. Because he's saying like that. And then Mahaprabhu says, well, yes, but still she was unsuccessful. Why is that? Like, she didn't get that opportunity, although she wanted to. Lakmi Kenina Paila Ihar Kikaran Tapakore Kaiche Krishna Paila Shrutigan. But can you tell me why the goddess of fortune Lakshmi could not enter the rasa dance? The authorities of Vedic knowledge could enter the dance and associate with Krishna. They're the personified Vedas, Shrutigan. They're mentioned at the end of the 10th canto. Now, they wanted to enter in Krishna Lila. Nibritta Marun Manoksha Drida Yoga Yujo Ridiyan Munaya Upasate Tad Arayopi Yayu Smaranat Striyo Uragendra Bhoga Buja Danda Vishakta Diyo Vayam Apite Sama Sad Samadrishongri Saroja Shuddha. Great sages conquer the mind and senses by practicing the mystic yoga system and controlling the breath. Thus, engaging in mystic yoga, they see the supersoul within their hearts and ultimately enter into the impersonal Brahman. But even the enemies of the Lord attain that position simply by thinking of him. However, the damsels of Vraja, the gopis, being attracted by the beauty of Krishna, simply wanted to embrace him and his arms, which are like serpents. Thus the gopis ultimately tasted the nectar of the lotus feet of the Lord. Similarly, we Upanishads can also taste the nectar of his lotus feet by following in the footsteps of the gopis. So this is from the 87th chapter of the 10th canto, where the Shrutigan, the personified Vedas, are wanting to enter into Krishna's Leela, so they are following in the footsteps of the gopis. So that's their mood. Their mood is to, see the gopis as the examples of how to enter into Krishna Leela, whereas Lakshmi, she tried for many centuries to try to get entrance into the rasa dance, but she was unsuccessful. And this is what Mahaprabhu is talking to Venkatabhatta about in the Ranga, when he's spending 4 months during the time of Chaturmasya, the Ranganath temple, Venkatabhatta. He's as I said, he's the father of Gopal Bhatta Goswami and also the brother, I guess, of Prabhupada Saraswati, famous Vaishnava poet. They're all from the Sri Sampradaya, the Sampradaya Ramanuja, and we hear that Venkatabhatta worships Lakshmi Narayan. That's why Mahaprabhu was joking with him. But actually the whole family converted to become followers of Mahaprabhu. So, Shruti Pai, Lakmina Pai, Ite Kikaran, Batako He Iha, Praveshite Nare Moraman. Having been asked by Mahaprabhu why the goddess of fortune could not enter into the rasa dance, whereas the authorities on Vedic knowledge could, Venkatabhatta replied, I cannot enter into the mysteries of this behavior. So he's stumped. He can't understand it. And Mahaprabhu's joking with him. They've now become friends. Mahaprabhu was staying there many months during Chaturmasya. Mahaprabhu starts out by saying, well, Lakshmi, she's so chaste. And she's very devoted to her husband, Narayan. Well, why did she undergo centuries of austerity so that she could associate with my Krishna, who was a cowherd boy? Then Venkatabhatta says, oh, Krishna and Narayan are the same, so doesn't mean that Lakshmi's unchaste. When Mahaprabhu cites the verse of the Nagapatnis, the wives of the Kaliya serpent, saying, we don't understand how our husband got the mercy of the dust of your lotus feet when he was dancing on his heads, whereas Lakshmi underwent centuries of austerity for this purpose, but her husband didn't do any austerities, but he got the mercy of Krishna. And that's when discussion about Lakshmi, she's not being unchaste because Krishna is the same as Narayan. Then Mahaprabhu says, okay, we can accept that. But why was she unsuccessful? And then Mahaprabhu says, but the Shruti God, the personified Vedas following in the footsteps of the gopis, they were successful, and they actually could take birth in Vrindavan and enter as gopis into the rasa dance. And Venkatabhatta says, Ame jiva kudra buddhi sahaje astir Ishvarer Lila Kotis Samudra Gambhir. Venkatabhatta then said, I am an ordinary human being. Since my intelligence is very limited and I am easily disturbed, my mind cannot enter within the deep ocean of the pastimes of the Lord. Tumi Sakat Se Krishna Jana Nija Karma Jari Janaha Se Jani Tomara Lila Marma. You are Krishna himself. You know the purpose of your activities, and the person whom you enlighten can also understand your pastimes. Prabhu ko hai Krishna ek swabhava vilakan Swadmadhurye sarvachita kore akarshan. The Lord replied, Lord Krishna has a special characteristic. He attracts everyone's heart by the mellow of his personal conjugal love of all living entities. Braja laker bhave paye tahara charan tare ishwara kore nahi jane braja jan. By following in the footsteps of the inhabitants of the planet known as Rajaloka, or Goloka Vrindavan, one can attain the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. However, in that planet, the inhabitants do not know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now, in ISKCON, they know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead because it's mentioned all the time. But in Goloka Vrindavan, the planet of the Lord, they're not referring to Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In that planet, the inhabitants that do not know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ke hotare putra jnane udakale bande, ke hosaka jnane jini chadetara kande. Then someone may accept him as a son and sometimes bind him to a grinding mortar, like Mother Yashoda. Someone else may accept him as an intimate friend and, attaining victory over him, playfully mount his shoulders. Brajendra Nandana Boli, Tare Jane Brajajan, Aishwarya Jnane Nahi Kon Sambandha Manan. The inhabitants of Brajabhumi know Krishna as the son of Nanda Maharaj, the king of Brajabhumi, and they consider that they can have no relationship with the Lord in the rasa of opulence. So that's the mood of Vaikuntha, Aishwarya Gyan. Aishwarya Gyan means opulence and knowledge, the awe and respect, formality, this kind of worship. It's the mood. And what is it? The mood of, it's in Goloka Vrindavan, it's Ragmarg. And Vaikuntha is more Vidimarg. Vidimarg is with more Aishwarya Gyan, formality. As I mentioned yesterday, Govinda Maharaj has said that the Westerners would not be qualified for Vidimarg because they can't even pronounce mantras. Practically, in many cases, they can't even pronounce their own names. So, then they wouldn't be qualified for all the mantras and the formalities of Vidimarg. But they may have some hope that someday, developing some love for the Lord, and that's more the mood of Vrindavan and Navadip. Not so much formality. Vrajaloker Babije Koraye Bhajan Sejana Pai Braje Brajendra Nandan. One who worships the Lord by following in the footsteps of the inhabitants of Brajabhumi attains him in the planet of Braja, where he is known as the son of Maharaj Nanda. Nayam Sukapo Bhagavan Nayam Sukapo Bhagavan Dehinam Gopika Sutta Gyaninam Shatma Bhutanam Yatha Bhakti Matamiha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then quoted, the Supreme Lord Krishna, the son of Mother Yashoda, is accessible to those devotees engaged in spontaneous loving service, but he is not as easily accessible to mental speculators, to those striving for self-realization by severe austerities and penances, or to those who consider the body the same as the self. In other words, in mundane consciousness. Shrutigan Gopi Ganer Unagata Haya Brajeshwari Sutabaje Gopi Babaloya. The authorities in the Vedic literature, known as Shrutigan, the personified Vedas, we could say. The authorities in the Vedic literature, who are known as the Shrutiganas, worship Krishna in the ecstasy of the gopis and followed in their footsteps. The authorities in the Vedic literature, who are known as the Shrutiganas, desire to enter into Sri Krishna's rasa dance. Therefore, they began to worship the Lord in the ecstasy of the gopis. In the beginning, however, they were unsuccessful. When they could not enter the dance simply by thinking of Krishna in the ecstasy of the gopis, they actually accepted bodies like those of the gopis. They even took birth in Vrajabhumi, just like the gopis, and consequently became engrossed in the ecstasy of the gopis' love. In this way, they were allowed to enter into the Rasa-lila dance of the Lord. So. Now this verse explains it, but this is not an opening for sahajiyas to do this. They can imagine whatever they want, but they won't be successful in their imagination. They have to first be able to take birth in Goloka Vrindavan, and their sahajiyism will not allow them entrance. Vayantare gopi deho braje jabe paila sedehe Krishna sange rasa krita koila. The personified authorities on the Vedic hymns acquired bodies like those of the gopis and took birth in Brajabhumi. In those bodies they were allowed to enter into the Lord's Rasa-lila dance. Gopajati Krishna gopi preyasi tahar Devi ba anyastri Krishna nakori angikar. Krishna belongs to the cowherd community, and the gopis are the dearmost lovers of Krishna. Although the wives of the denizens of the heavenly planets are most opulent within the material world, neither they nor any other women in the material universe can acquire Krishna's association. Lakmi chahe sedehe Krishna sangama gopika anuga hoya nakoila bhajana. The goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, wanted to enjoy Krishna and at the same time retain her spiritual body in the form of Lakshmi. However, she did not follow in the footsteps of the gopis in her worship of Krishna. Anyadehena paye rasa bilas ateva nayam shloka kohe vedam vyas. Vyasadeva, the supreme authority on Vedic literature, composed a verse beginning Nayam Sukapo Bhagavan, because no one can enter into the Rasa-lila dance in any body other than that of a gopi. Not in anybody apart from that of the gopis can enter into the Rasa-lila. So nobody can enter into the Rasa-lila except the gopis. Nobody. Purve Bhattera Mane Ekachila Abhiman Sri Narayan Hoyan Swayam Bhagavan. Before this explanation was given by Mahaprabhu, Venkatabhata thought that Sri Narayan was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tahara Bhajan Sarbo Pari Gakahoy Sri Vaishnavara Bhajan E Sarvo Pari Hoy. Thinking in this way, Venkatabhata believed that worship of Narayan was the supreme form of worship, superior to all other processes of devotional service, for it was followed by the Sri Vaishnava disciples of Ramanujacharya. Etara Garva Prabhu Korite Kandan Parihasa Dwari Utaya Eteha Bachan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had understood this misconception of Venkatabhata's, and to correct it, the Lord talked so much in a joking way, Parihasdwari, by joking. Prabhu kohe bata tumi na koriya samshai Swayam Bhagavan Krishna Etanis joy. The Lord then continued, my dear Venkatabhata, please do not continue doubting. Lord Krishna is the Supreme Lord himself, and this is the conclusion of the Vedic literatures. Krishnara Vilasa Murti Sri Narayan Ateva Lakmi Adyara Hari Tehoman. Lord Narayan, the opulent form of Krishna, attracts the minds of the goddess of fortune and her followers. Ete chamsa kala pumsa Krishna stu Bhagavan Swayam Injari Vyakalam Lokam. Ete chamsa kala pumsa Krishna stu Bhagavan Swayam Injari Vyakalam Lokam Mridyanti Yuge Yuge. All these incarnations of Godhead are either plenary portions or parts of the plenary portions of the Purusha avatars, But Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God in himself. In every age, he protects the world through his different features when the world is disturbed by the enemies of Indra. So there are many expansions of Krishna, but he's Svayam Bhagavan. He's the source of all those expansions, and he's the Supreme Lord himself. Narayana hoite Krishna asadaran gun ate eva latmir Krishna anukan. Because Krishna has 4 extraordinary qualities not possessed by Lord Narayan, the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, always desires his company. Lord Narayan has 60 transcendental qualities. Over and above these, Krishna has 4 extraordinary qualities absent in Lord Narayan. These 4 qualities are: 1, his wonderful pastimes, which are compared to an ocean. 2, his association in the circle of the supreme devotees in conjugal love, the gopis. 3, his playing on the flute, whose vibration attracts the 3 worlds. And 4, his extraordinary beauty, which surpasses the beauty of the 3 worlds. Lord Krishna's beauty is unequaled and unsurpassed. So actually, from this we can understand that Narayan is not as attractive as Krishna. Okay. Tumije padila shloka se hoy brahman se shloke aise Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. You have recited the shloka beginning with Siddhantas Tvabede Pi. That very verse is evidence that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Siddhantatas Tvabede Pi Shrisha Krishna Swarupayo Rasenot Krishyate Krishna Rupam Esha Rasastiti. According to transcendental realization, there is no difference between the forms of Krishna and Narayan. Yet in Krishna there is a special attraction due to the conjugal mellow, and consequently he surpasses Narayan. This is the conclusion of, Rupam Esha Rasastiti. This is the conclusion of transcendental mellows or of rasas, that there is a special attraction in Krishna, because in Krishna's relationships with his devotees there is the mellow of Madhura rasa. We can even say, actually, because Krishna is Rasa Raj, he's a king of all rasas, but at the same time we understand that Radharani is Mahabhava. Rasa Raj and Mahabhava. Then she's really the most attractive of all the persons relating with Krishna, and all the other rasas in Vrindavan are going to support or going in harmony with the relations of Madhura Ras, especially that of Radha Krishna, their Lila. All the other rasas are actually giving some coloring and texture flavor to that. So, according to the transcendental realization, there is no difference between the forms of Krishna and Narayan. Yet in Krishna there is a special attraction due to the conjugal mellow, and consequently he surpasses Narayan. This is the conclusion of transcendental mellows, or understanding how that works. All right. Swayam Bhagavan Krishna Kore Latmirman Gopikaramana Harite Nare Narayan. The Supreme Lord Krishna attracts the mind of the goddess of fortune, but Lord Narayan cannot attract the minds of the gopis. This proves the super excellence of Krishna. So, obviously, Krishna is attracting the minds of the goddess of fortune because Lakshmi, she underwent centuries of austerities to be able to associate with Krishna, and also unsuccessfully was not able to do it. Well, we never hear of the gopis being attracted by Narayan, and there's an incident that proves that they were not attracted. Narayana kakata Shri Krishna apane gopikare hasya karaite hoy Narayane. To say nothing of Lord Narayan personally, Lord Krishna himself appeared as Narayan just to play a joke on the gopis. Chatur Bhuja Murti Dekhaya Gopi Ganer Age Say Krishna Gopikara Nahe Anurage. Although Krishna assumed the four-armed form of Narayan, he could not attract the serious attention of the gopis in ecstatic love. And then there's this verse from Lalita Madhava by Rupa Goswami about how describing this. Gopinam Pashupendra Nandana Jusho Bhavasya Kushtam Kriti Vigyatum Shamate Duruha Padavi Sancharina Prakaryam Avishkurvati Vaishnavim Api Tanum Tasmin Bujar Jishnubir Yasham Hanta Chaturbir Adbhuta Ruchim Ragodaya Kunjati. One Sri Krishna playfully manifested himself as Narayan with four victorious hands and a very beautiful form. When the gopis saw this exalted form, however, their ecstatic feelings were crippled. A learned scholar, therefore, cannot understand the gopis' ecstatic feelings, which are firmly fixed upon the original form of Lord Krishna as the son of Nanda Maharaj. So wonderful feelings of the gopis in ecstatic parama rasa with Krishna constitute the greatest mystery in spiritual life. So this incident was once Krishna was, saw the a lot of gopis coming towards him, and he was hiding, and so not be seen by them, he assumed the form of Narayan with four hands. And at first they saw him from a distance. And they said, "Oh, there's Krishna in the bushes. He's hiding." But when they got closer, they saw, "No, this is not Krishna. This is Narayan." But they were not attracted. They just said, "Oh, Narayan, please accept our obeisances." They offered obeisances to the Lord. And then they said, "Have you seen Krishna? Did he go this way?" And then they went away. So they weren't very attracted to Narayan. They just said, "Oh, please help us. We're looking for Krishna." So, and this is what Mahaprabhu is telling to Venkatabhata. Venkatabhata is a worshipper of Lakshmi Narayan, and he thinks that Narayan is the source of Krishna. But all this joking that Mahaprabhu is doing with him is like showing them that no, that Krishna is the most attractive form, and he's Swayam Bhagavan. He's the source of all incarnations. So, Ita kohe Prabhu Tara Garva Churna Koriya Tare Shuka Dite kohe Siddhanta Pariyai. No. Ita kohe Prabhu Tara Garva Churna Koriya Tare Sukha Dite kohe Siddhanta Viraya. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu deflated the pride of Venkatabhata, but just to make him happy again, he spoke as follows. Dukana Bhavya Bhatta Koilun Parihas Shastra Siddhanta Shuna Jate Vaishnava Vishwas. The Lord pacified Venkatabhata by saying, "Actually, whatever I have said is by way of jest. Now you can hear from me the conclusion of the Shastras in which every Vaishnava devotee has firm faith." So Mahaprabhu it's true, Mahaprabhu is joking with him, and he says, I'm not meaning this as some kind of like debate or to really, defeat you. I'm just joking. But, when even in joking, there's the truth in this. There's the expression, what is it, joking on the level or something like that. Means I'm joking, but whatever I'm joking and saying to you, there's some truth in that. Krishna Narayan Jaiche Ekayi Swarup Gopi Lakshmi Beda Nahi Hoy Ek Rup. There's no difference between Krishna and Lord Narayan, for they are the same form. Similarly, there is no difference between the gopis and the goddess of fortune, for they are also of the same form. Yeah, so we can say Narayan is an expansion of Krishna. The goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, is an expansion, ultimately of the gopis, and of the gopis, and ultimately of Srimati Radharani herself. She expands herself in so many forms, just as many forms of Godhead, starting Balaram and then the Vishnu forms, everything, the Purusha avatars, they all come originally from Krishna. So Radharani is the source of all Shakti forms also. She is the source of all the Divya Shaktis, Radharani. There you go. Gopi Dware Lakmi Kore Krishna Sangha Swad Ishvaratve Beda Manile Hoyaparat. The goddess of fortune enjoys the association of Krishna through the gopis. One should not differentiate between the forms of the Lord, for such a conception is offensive. So they're not different, but obviously the mood of Vaikuntha is far different from the mood of Vrindavan. And that's expressed by Sanatana Goswami in where Brihad Bhagavatamrita, where Gopa Kumar goes to Vaikuntha. He's elevated, he's going through visiting all the different planets, trying to find his ultimate home. And he goes to Vaikuntha, and he sees Narayan there. So then he calls out, "Hey Hari, hey Gopal." But in the mood of Vaikuntha, it's a little more formal, it's Aishvarya Gyan, awe and reverence. And they say, "Please, we do not address Vaikuntha, Lord Narayan, as hey Hari, hey Gopal." We don't address him in that way, So then they all decide, actually, he doesn't exactly fit in here. Better send him onwards. And somebody says, to Dwarka? No, he won't fit in Dwarka also. Send him straight to Goloka Vrindavan, to Vrindavan. And there he arrives, and Krishna greets him. "What took you so long to get here?" And they embrace. And, it's described there how Krishna welcomes all the souls on that divine plane. So he's embracing Gopa Kumar, and they faint. But Gopa Kumar didn't fit in Vaikuntha, that's for sure. Vaikuntha, they're not shouting to the Lord, "Hey Hari, hey Gopal." That's more Sakya Bhav. That's friendship, and Vaikuntha is more Dasha. Dasha means servitude. They're, in the mood of reverence as a servant. Okay. The goddess of fortune enjoys association of Krishna through the gopis. One should not differentiate between the forms of the Lord, for such a conception is offensive. So the gopis have the relationship with Krishna. Eka Ishwara Bhaktir Jana Anurup Ekai Vigrahe Kore Nanakara Rup. There is no difference between the forms of the Lord. Different forms are manifest due to different attachments of different devotees. Actually, the Lord is one, but he appears in different forms just to satisfy his devotees. Well, when he appears in different forms, there are devotees in that rasa who have an attraction for that. Like we hear of, the associates of Mahaprabhu, like Rupa Goswami's brother, Anupama, who passed away, but he was attracted to Lord Ramachandra. That was his worshipful Lord. He was, in a gentle way, but joking something, Rupa and Sanatana Goswami tried to interest him in joining them in their worship of Krishna. But he tried to get into that mood, but he couldn't do that. He said, "I've already given my head to Lord Ramachandra. I can't take it away." So, and Murari Gupta, the same mood, attracted to Ramachandra. They're not, they can't, but, so there's whatever relationship one has with the different, the different rasas in relationship with the Lord, whether one is in the mood of, like Hanuman, he's attracted to that aspect of devotion to Lord Ramachandra, the queens of Dwarka, they have Krishna as their husband, but that's as married, they're married. What is that? Swakiya Ras. So Krishna is their husband and they're married to him, so they feel that security. But in Vrindavan, it's Parakiya Ras. The gopis, they're not married to Krishna. Isn't it? In fact, they even have their own husbands. Which, Manir Yata. Then how do you explain that? Because every single soul is attracted to Krishna. That's the nature of the soul. Every soul is by constitution, by nature, whatever body they are, that soul has an eternal relationship with Krishna. So in wherever that soul is, whatever that soul's position, they have relationship with Krishna. Of course, it may be in different rasas or different ways, but ultimately, if someone is attracted to Krishna, even in Vrindavan, even if they have their household duties, still they cannot help themselves when they hear Krishna calling or his flute playing. Manir yata vibhagena Nila pitadi biryuta rupa bedam avapnoti jnana bedat tatachuta. When the jewel known as Vaidurya touches various other materials, it appears to be separated into different colors, and consequently its forms also appear differently. Similarly, according to the meditational ecstasy of the devotee, the Lord, who is known as Achyuta, the infallible one, appears in different forms, although he is essentially one. So you can understand this idea of refraction of light. Like a diamond. Diamond has many, when it's cut, it has many different facets, right? And the light may be attracted, may be refracted by all those different faces of the diamond, all those, and it may dazzle in that way. Different colors may come out from the facets due to the refraction of light. So, when the jewel known as Vaidurya touches various other materials, it appears to be separated into different colors, and consequently its forms also appear different. Similarly, according to the meditational ecstasy of the devotee, the Lord, who is known as Achyuta, the infallible one, appears in different forms, although he is essentially one. Batakoe kahanami jiva pamar kahantumi se Krishna sakadishwar. Venkatabhata said, I'm an ordinary fallen living entity. I'm just a jiva soul. But you are Krishna, the Lord himself. He's telling Mahaprabhu this. Agada Ishwara Lila Agada Ishwara Lila Kichwena Jani Tumije Kahase Satyakorimani. The pastimes of the Lord are unfathomable, and I do not know anything about them. Whatever you say, I accept as the truth. Let's see how far. More Purna Kripa Koila Lakshmi Narayan Tara Kripai Painu Tomara Charana Darshan. I've been engaged in the service of Lakshmi Narayan, and it is due to their mercy that I have been able to see your lotus feet. Kripa Kori Kohile More Krishnara Mahima Jararupa Gunaishvaryer Kehona Pai Shima. Out of your causeless mercy, you have told me of the glories of Krishna. No one can reach the end of the opulence, qualities, and forms of the Lord. Ebe se Janinun Krishna Bhakti Sarbo Pari Kritarta Korile More Kohile Kripa Kori. I can now understand the devotional service. I can now understand that devotional service unto Krishna is the supreme form of worship. Out of your causeless mercy, you have made my life successful simply by explaining the facts. Ita bodhi bhatta padila prabhura charane Kripakori Prabhutare Koila Lingane. After saying this, Venkatabhatta fell down before the lotus feet of the Lord, and the Lord, out of his causeless mercy, embraced him. Chaturmasya Purna Koila Bhatta Agyaloya Dakina Chalila Prabhu Sri Rangadekiya. When the period of Chaturmasya was completed, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took permission to leave from Venkatabhatta, and after visiting Sri Ranga, he proceeded further towards southern India. Sangete Chalila Bhatta Najai Babane Tare Vidai Dila Prabhu Aneka Jatane. Venkatabhatta did not want to return home, but also wanted to go with the Lord. It was with great endeavor that Mahaprabhu bade him farewell. Prabhuar Viyoge Bhatta Hoila Achaitan E Ranga Lila Kori Satchiranandan. When he did so, Venkatabhatta fell down unconscious. Such are the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Mother Sachi at Sri Rangachetra. So we'll stop here. Very nice pastime. And obviously Venkatabhatta's influence, because his son became Gopal Bhatta Goswami. And they're all from the Sri, they were originally, he's from the Sri Sampradaya of Ramanujacharya. But Gopal Bhatta Goswami's uncle, I guess that would be Venkatabhatta's brother, was Prabodhananda Saraswati, famous poet who prayed in beautiful prayers, beautiful Sanskrit prayers to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we're stopping here. We'll sing Hari Araya. We'll go on with lunch. So what's the news from? How many of you came up Chinmoy Dave, he came and got you?
Yeah.
And what time did you arrive?
About midnight.
Here? About what time?
Midnight.
Midnight, okay. And who came?
2, 3, 4, and brother 5,
And Shachi.
and Sachi.
And?
Shachi.
Sachi's in the kitchen, still resting.
Saki?
Sachi.
Oh, Sachi. Sachi, okay. She's here now too.
Yeah.
Okay. And all of you got rooms and everything?
Yep. Also.
You got rest? Did you all rest?
Yeah.
You, Shama? Okay. All right, good. And any news about when Maharaj comes?
No, I spoke to him just before, and he's waiting for the diagnosis on that, and then.
But does he have to go to a dealer, someone? Where are you?
Yeah, we got the van towed to.
Where?
In Bakersfield.
What are they making?
Fields. Fresh baked fields.
You know, they're baking people. It's pretty hot there, isn't it? It's pretty hot.
It was very hot, yeah.
They're baking people in the fields.
Yeah. There were big piles, yeah.
And you're from Utah?
I think I might have met you once before I moved. Did she come maybe when I was still there? You had a bunch of friends.
I don't think.
Oh, okay.
You're from Salt Lake City? What's your name?
Lucy.
Oh, Lucy.
She led Sankirtan in Harlem, Maharaj.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very good.
Good. Where were you in Harlem?
Well, on Divya's birthday, we went to Harlem and did Sankirtan.
They were globetrotting.
Where and what's
On 25th, Apollo Theater area.
oh,
On
wow.
25th, 7th, 8th, St. Nicholas.
What were the cross streets?
7th Avenue, 8th Avenue, and St. Nick. The whole Apollo Theater area.
What street number?
125th.
Uh-huh.
Lennox, all that.
Nice, nice. Were there a lot of people there?
Yeah, it was pretty nice. It was a lot of people. We came across a bunch of school kids, and they were too cute, and they started dancing with the music.
Oh, that's what I wanted to know.
It was so adorable.
People joined in and danced with the kirtan.
Yeah, they bopping along and going with the rhythm and the flow and smiles. It was pretty sweet, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Was it a big party there?
It was us,
How many?
at least 8 of us. There was 8 of us, I think.
Oh,
Well,
big,
7 or 8 of us.
big time. Huh?
Well, we make a lot of noise.
No, that's good. It was good. 7 or 8's a good party.
We
And
get 2 Mridangos and
did you see Ramananda in Virginia?
yeah, we stayed at his house. It was beautiful.
How's he doing? Good?
He's doing okay. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's doing good.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
it's
Nice.
very nice.
And I think his daughters are in Mexico with Ashram.
Half of them. Yeah, and the other
2 of them.
2 of them.
Yeah.
The other 2 are in Virginia.
You saw his grandson?
Yeah, yeah,
Janardan.
yeah. Yeah, there was some babies there.
But no, Janardan's about 5. About 5 or 6. About 5. Yeah. Ashram gave that name.
Yeah.
It's just, so,
He's quite a character, Maharaj.
right?
He's quite a character.
So when here with Rajani, her second kid, second boy, they wanted a name for him, so I couldn't give him a name Ashram, so I gave him the name Rajendra Kumar. Rajendra Kumar, because that was Ashramar's brahmachari name, Rajendra Kumar. And everyone called him Braku. I don't know why they changed names to make it sound so strange. Rajendra Kumar is so beautiful, and then everyone would call him Braku. But they do, that's
Western style.
Western style.
Braku.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Radharaya Nama Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Radharaya Nama Radhavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Radhavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Ram Govinda Ram Kumari Priya Ram Govinda Ram Kumari Priya Hari Govinda Gandharvika Giridhariju Ki
Jai.
Jayam Vishnupan Paramas Paravajakacharya Statara Sadashri Shiman Shila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupan Paramas Paravajakacharya Statara Sadashri Shiman Shila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Shila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupan Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupan Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupan Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhakta Radhana Shri Jiva Gopal Bhadra Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsi Ghosh Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Vasudhi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Ki Jai. Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishwavarena Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmala Charya Maharaj Ki Jai. Janardan Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Navadi Dham Ki Jai. Sri Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Sri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Sri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Sri Koladev Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Sri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Chanda Radha Kundi Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai. Sri Purushottam Dham Ki Jai. Baladev Subhadra Jagannath Ju Ki Jai. Bhakti Dignan Vinasha. Sri Nrsingadev Ki Jai. Prabhara Shri Kurlad Maharaj Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Jor Premanande.
Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki.